What's up, family? I'm no chef, but I be cooking, and right now I'm eating some vegan roast. And can you believe all it took was like 3 cans of jackfruit? I know y'all are thinking like, how did he get rid of that briny flavor? Well, I'm gonna let y'all in on all my secrets and tips and tricks on how to improve the texture of jackfruit and the flavor. But first, you gotta watch this video to the end. It's actually very easy. Let's just get started. First things first, you're gonna need 3 cans of jackfruit. You're gonna drain them and rinse them thoroughly in cool water. You're going to add them to a large pot. Then add 4 cups of spring water to a measuring cup. Then about a tablespoon of better than bouillon, no beef base. This is vegan, and this just to bring out a beefy flavor in the jackfruit and get rid of that briny taste. Add this to the pot as well with about 2 to 3 bay leaves. You're going to bring this to a boil and boil the jackfruit for about 20 minutes. Once it's done, you're going to drain the jackfruit completely. Then let them sit until they're cool enough to touch. And once they're cool enough to touch, you're going to take a couple in your hand and squeeze out all the moisture. And you're going to repeat this until you did that with all of the jackfruit. You're going to find when you squeeze them thoroughly, they pretty much shred on their own. Add those to a bowl and set aside so we can make the marinade. Going to need to add about a 1/4 cup of soy sauce or coco aminos. About 2 tablespoons of vegan Worcestershire sauce. A tablespoon of coconut sugar. About a 1/2 tablespoon of marmite just for the color aspect. A teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of thyme. Then we're going to mix that thoroughly. We're going to pour this right over our jackfruit. Then we're going to get in there with our hands to rub it all in and make sure it's thoroughly coated. Gonna set that to the side just to marinate for about 10 minutes while we prepare our veggies. We're gonna peel 2 to 3 carrots, then we're gonna chop them up really small or whatever size you like. Gonna roughly chop 2 ribs of celery as well. Gonna dice 1 yellow onion. We're gonna mince about 4 cloves of garlic. Then grab your Dutch oven or a large heavy bottom pot. Set the heat to medium high, add 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. We're gonna put our jackfruit in there. Then we're gonna spread it out as evenly as we can with our spatula or spoon. And then we're gonna let that sit and just cook like that for about 4 minutes without touching it. We're gonna give it a quick toss and let it sit for another 4 minutes. And then when we're done, it should have these crispy exterior, and this just gives it a little texture. Remove the jackfruit from the pot, set the heat to medium, add a tablespoon or 2 or more of avocado oil. Then we're gonna add in our onions, our carrots, and our celery. And we're gonna toss those and saute those until they soften, so about 6 to 8 minutes. Season the taste with salt. Once they start to soften, add about 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. We're gonna let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes until the tomato paste darkens in color. Add our minced garlic and cook for another 30 seconds. Then we're going to deglaze the pan with a 1/4 cup of red cooking wine. Then we're going to add our fresh thyme, our fresh rosemary, the rest of our cooking wine, and 6 cups of broth mixed with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Of course, we got to season it up to taste with salt and black pepper. Add our jackfruit back in there. Give that a quick mix. Then we're going to add in 2 bay leaves. Bring to a boil, cover, reduce to low heat, and we're going to let that simmer for a couple hours. While we let that simmer, let's work on our potatoes. I have about 2 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes, and I'm going to peel them, cut them into small chunks, and add them to a large pot. Then I like to rinse mine in cool water a couple times. And put them on the stove. fill with water until the potatoes are covered. Turn the heat to high just to bring them to a boil, and make sure you salt the water as well. I'm going to boil those for about 15 minutes until tender. We're going to drain all of that water out. Mash them up thoroughly, of course. Then add a 1/4 cup of melted vegan butter, a 1/4 cup of plant milk, salt to taste, about a tablespoon or 2 of garlic powder. I like mine really garlicky. Some black pepper to taste. Then mix thoroughly. Then I like to add in about a tablespoon of freshly chopped parsley. I just like the aesthetic it gives and the fresh taste it gives. Give that a quick toss. And we have some really creamy mashed potatoes. Now it's been about 3 hours. I let this simmer on low. Now we're gonna give this a quick toss and remove those herbs like the rosemary, the thyme, and the bay leaves. Then just adjust the seasoning if you have to, and boom, look how good this looks. And now we plate. Don't be lazy and just slap everything in a plate. You want to make sure your food looks appetizing. So I take a little extra time just to make my food look pretty and aesthetically pleasing. Don't stress, it ain't that deep. Just do the best you can. So just bear with me while I get in my bag. So our jackfruit roast and mashed potatoes are done. It looks and smells amazing. This house smells amazing. Only thing left to do is to taste it. I really love jackfruit because just how it pulls apart is just reminiscent of meat to me. I think it's the perfect thing to use to make roast, just how it flakes apart like that. Those little strips and strands of jackfruit kind of resembles meat if you season it correctly, but enough talk. Let's see. That's good. That's good. It's packed with flavor. If I was to compare it to the real thing, the texture is not quite there, but the flavor is there. The mashed potatoes are good. And I bet if I cooked this in a slow cooker, it would even be better. I think I simmered it for about 3 hours, but it's packed with so much flavor. Only thing is a little bit off is the texture, but I give this a 9 out of 10. Definitely reminiscent of roast though. Hearty comfort meal. I couldn't get enough roast before going vegan. So if you're someone who likes roast, this is the recipe for you. Try this out. Don't take my word for it. Try this out for yourself. Let me know in the comments how it turns out. Let me know if any new recipe ideas or suggestion for videos you guys have in the comments as well. Also, I appreciate y'all's support, but if you want to support me even more, go to my website, PlantbasedBrandon.com. Cop some. I'm no chef, but I'll be cooking merch. I have aprons, I have shirts, and I have hoodies, and my ebook is on there as well. I love y'all. Thank you for watching.